St. George is a station on Line 1 Yonge University and Line 2 Bloor Danforth of the Toronto subway. It is located north of Bloor Street west between St. George Street and Bedford Road. This is the second busiest station, after Bloor Yonge Station, serving a combined total of approximately 256,030 people a day. Wi-Fi service is available at this station. The St. George Street entrance is a semi-automatic entrance which is staffed during peak hours. St. George is a station on Line 1 Yonge University and Line 2 Bloor Danforth of the Toronto subway. It is located north of Bloor Street west between St. George Street and Bedford Road. This is the second busiest station, after Bloor Yonge Station, serving a combined total of approximately 256,030 people a day. Wi-Fi service is available at this station. The St. George Street entrance is a semi-automatic entrance which is staffed during peak hours. The St. George Street entrance is a semi-automatic entrance which is staffed during peak hours. It is located on the east side of St. George Street just north of Bloor Street West. The Bedford entrance is staffed during all hours of operation and is located on the west side of Bedford Road just north of Bloor Street West. Patrons board the 26 DuPont bus from a platform within the station's fare-paid area. There is also an on-staff. St. George and Bay stations are both two-level stations with two platforms, with Line 1 on the upper level, and Line 2 on the lower level at St. George. Between these stations and Museum is a full double-track, grade-separated Y-junction. The tracks to and from Museum connect to the upper-level platforms at St. George and the lower-level platforms at Bay stations, while the tracks along Bloor use the lower level at St. George and the upper level at Bay. From February to September 1966, all three sides of the Y were used in regular service. From each of three termini, Eglinton, Keele, and Woodbine, trains ran alternately to the other two. Between Eglinton and Museum they went via Union. After the 6 months of interlining, the Bloor-Danforth line became a separate route and the lower platforms at Bay, sometimes called Lower Bay, were closed. The upper-level platforms at St. George became the terminus of the Yonge University line until 1978.